Hi guys! Oh my goodness, I am excited. So by the time you are watching this video, we should be moved in, God willing, to our new house. And I'm very excited for so many reasons. For those of you that are new, hi, I'm Caitlin. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. We are moving just a few towns over. But the process has been an interesting one. I am relieved that I will finally be able to put the baby's room together. That's one thing that has bothered me throughout this pregnancy in particular, was not being able to, go through that process of setting up the nursery and all those things. So I think I'll feel a lot more settled once that's done. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Stressed, thinking about the packing that seems to be never ending. I am in a labyrinth of boxes, and we already have a really small house, so, basically just imagine a panic room filled with boxes. That's what the house feels like right now, so. But that's all right. I'm grateful. I am grateful. This is the 10-7 check. This is my husband's check. And I am guesstimating. Oh, let me bring you guys in. Hold on. Okay, I am guesstimating on $1,400. If it's more than that, I'm not going to complain. All right, first things first. Now, I'm a little unsure about some of these bills, because part of the home purchase cost includes paying off the debt. I'm going to explain that and how that works in a future video when I go over the home buying process and everything, but a large majority of our debt was rolled into our well, if I had words, I'd use them. Rolled into this home buying process, the lending portion. Again, I'll show you that later. But, so I'm going to put this credit card down and the following ones over the next, month or so, because I'm not exactly sure how quickly those payments are going to post. So I don't want to pretend like it'll just be cleared out and then end up, allocating that money elsewhere. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So that capital one is going to be 172. And then we are doing Bank of America. And that is 92. Then we have Epidemic Sound. And that is 15. Then we have Comcast. That is 150, 13. That's one of those things I'm hoping goes smoothly when we moved. The current owners, currently have Comcast, so I'm hoping that when I just plug my stuff in, there's no issues. But as we all know, anytime you deal with anything internet, it's never the case. There's always something. Even though you set it up well in advance, it'll find a way. We have the Kohl's card. That is 27. Then we have T-Mobile. And That is 207. Oh, I hate paying that bill. Ugh. I mean, granted, we have quite a bit on our plan, but still, it's just, that's one of those bills where I'm just like, this is ridiculous at this point. But unfortunately, in my area, a lot of the other, like AT&T, forget it out here. And I'm in a pretty highly populated area, so it's not like I'm out in Bumble, but for some reason, with certain phone carriers, it's as if we were. Funny enough, T-Mobile down at my dad is in Birmingham, Alabama. And for whatever reason, his home is a Bermuda Triangle when it comes to T-Mobile phones. Every other phone, no issue. T-Mobile is apparently unacceptable. And unfortunately, that's the phone we both have. So, makes for an interesting time. Okay. All right. Gonna add all these up. Let's see here. Okay. We have 172 plus 92 plus 15, 150, 13, 27, 207, and 74. Okay, so 737.13. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and take away that 1,400 for the income. And we are going to have 662.87 left. All right. Next, moving on to the cash envelopes that aren't really cash envelopes right now, but they will be soon. We are going to do the usual medical. That is going to be 50. Groceries. We're going to do 200 again. Groceries, I'm hoping when we move, one of the things I'm going to go over and probably do a video on as well, because I think it might help someone else who maybe hates meal planning like I do. It's one of those things I know I should do, and yet I just can't be bothered for some reason. So sometimes I do really well with it. Other times it's like I just can't handle one more to do, if that makes sense. So we're going to try and get into it when I move. I'm going to go over that with you guys too, and we're going to see, I thought it'd be kind of a fun experiment, how our grocery bill or budget is affected by me meal planning versus not. So I thought that might be kind of a fun experiment to run and bring you along for. So next is gas. We are going to do 50. Now, I know for sure we're going to start using more gas here pretty soon. I am going to be driving my daughter to and from high school, my oldest, because of the move. So it puts us out of bus range. Technically, it puts us out of district, but we'll just look past that for now. But I didn't want to just kind of pull her out since she's finally going back to school, so we'll see. Okay, husband's allowance, 40, mine, 25. And I know I've had people ask before why, I allocate less for myself. Mostly because I am working remotely, so I don't need as much pocket money, if you will. Whereas my husband is working out of the home. So I want to make sure there's not a time where, if he forgets lunch and needs lunch, he is diabetic. So I always want to make sure he has a little something in case he needs something. So, household, that is 25. Eating out, that is 40. And then miscellaneous, that is 25. I have a feeling we're going to have quite a bit of miscellaneous happen once we move, as we just kind of figure out the quirks of the new house and discover things that need to be replaced. You know, that's just all kind of part of it. So I just want to be sure, you know, in all honesty, I won't be surprised if we go over in household or miscellaneous, not one bit. I'm going to try and, keep it reined in, but if something has to be fixed, it has to be fixed, and we'll just, pull it from somewhere else. We'll get through it. So that should total up to $480. All right. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. I will have a dedicated workspace. Right now I work on my kitchen table. I am filming on my kitchen table. There's not a dang thing wrong with doing that. Let me just point that out first and foremost. The issue I have doing those things is that I have a super spunky 3-year-old. I have a ridiculously behaved dog, and I have a cat that I can only describe as manic. And so when you combine all of those things and working out in the middle of it, it is a bit of a nightmare sometimes to get anything done work-wise, whether it be this or whether it be, my full-time job. It's been interesting. But in the new house, I will have an office slash craft room slash art space. So, but I could not be more thrilled. And I'm hoping too that'll mean I can finally bring you guys some of the things I've been wanting to, like the cash envelopes and budget everything and all that stuff. So I'm very excited about that. All right, back to it. Let's do this. Bring it in again. God, I hope you weren't zoomed out that whole time, but if you were, you'll forgive me. Let's do 662.87 minus that 480. We are going to have 182.87 left. Okay. And again, just like last time, we're going to go ahead and put that into, I'm just going to call it house fund. And we are going to put that straight into there. And then that way, that's some extra, in addition to the miscellaneous and the household, for whatever we need, really, at that point. Yeah. That's it for this time. Next video, I will be in the new house. We will be doing first budget in the new house. Much of it will still, of course, look the same just because we're working off old bills at the same time. But I'm hoping I might be able to actually show you guys kind of my little office space. I have no idea what I'm going to do for a desk, but I'm not worried about it. I've got an old card table laying around somewhere, so worst case, we'll just throw a tablecloth on it and call it a day. It's what we do. All right, I hope you all are well. If you have any questions about how to budget or anything, just tips you need, let me know. If you have a video you'd like to see me do or a subject you'd like me to touch on, please feel free to ask. I would love to. I had a lot of requests For a designing the budget envelopes video, I have a video here, and I will try to link it up above if I can figure out how to do that card thing. I had it once and, you know, ADD. So, about how to design the envelopes. I did a video on creating them, you know, laminating, all that kind of stuff, but the actual designing of the envelope itself. So I have to figure out a way to screen record that. That's the only reason I haven't done it yet. Part of that's just because of the type of laptop I have. It's a little tricky to do it on there, but I think I figured out a way. So I'm definitely doing that. You know, if you have any other questions for anything else or just want to know anything, feel free to ask. I'm pretty much an open book. You're not going to offend me if, you know, you're not sure why I'm doing something a certain way. You know, just ask. If it means helping you, I'm glad to do it. All right. That is the 10-7 budget. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, where is time going? Okay, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. Have a great night, if it's night when you're watching this. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.